Hello, good morning po. So, it's already 9:06 in the morning. Today po is magkakaroon po ulit tayo ng private conference. March 20, 2024. So, para po sa 8 projects to be bid on April 4. So, to start po is hingin po natin muna ang guidance ng Panginoon. So, let us welcome Engineer Joyce Carla Dinyut for an opening prayer.
Hello po, good morning po. Sige po, tayo po yung manalangin. Pasamantala po muna tayong humingi ng guidance. Lord, maraming salamat po sa araw na to na muli po kami binigyan niyo po ng kalakasan. At Lord, kailangan po namin sa oras na ito, sa private conference na ito na hindi po na bigyan mo po ng wisdom and knowledge ang magpa-private at gano'n din po yung mga makikinig namin na maunawaan nila yung bawat i-discuss. Lord, salamat po at sa iyo lang po namin ibinabalik ang lahat ng pasalamat sa pangalan ng Panginoon Jesus. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Engineer Dinyo. So, acknowledge po muna natin ang lahat ng join na dito sa ating Zoom private conference. Sa pangunguna po ng ating ginagalang na Assistant District Engineer, ang ating pong back chairperson, si Assistant District Engineer Chito S.M. Paz. Good morning, sir.
Hi. Good morning. Good morning to everyone. Good morning, Ma'am Nimpa.
Thank you po. Back member po, si Engineer Marvin John Agustin. Good morning, sir. So next po is from the back TWG, si Engineer Ezra L. Aprica. Good morning.
Good morning po, ma'am. Good morning po sa lahat.
Thank you po. And back TWG member, Engineer Rainier Palaganas. Good morning.
Ma'am, good morning po sa lahat.
Thank you. And back TWG member, Miss Glyren Losloso.
Good morning po, ma'am. Good morning po sa lahat.
Good morning. Thank you. From the back secretariat po, si Engineer Joyce Carla Dinyo. Good morning.
Good morning po.
From back TWG back secretariat po, Engineer Mayo Poliado.
Good morning po.
Thank you po. Back secretariat po, Miss Laila Darama.
Good morning po.
Thank you. Good morning. And from back member po, ang ating pong administrative officer, si Ma'am Hazel Elises. Ma'am.
Hello, ma'am. Morning po sa inyo lahat.
Thank you po. From the programmer naman po, nasa line na po si Engineer Leo Glorioso.
Good morning po.
Thank you po. From programmer also, Engineer Justin Nierba. Morning, ma'am. Good morning, sir. And from this ating po mga programmer, si Engineer Grace Reyes.
Good morning po, ma'am. Good morning po sa lahat.
Thank you po. From the Commission of Commission on Audit, si Ma'am Siriporn Passion. Morning po.
Good morning po.
Thank you po. So, wala na ako na miss. And muli po maganda pang umaga sa inyong lahat at sa lahat po ng nanonood sa YouTube live streaming natin. Sa mga contractors na siguro po ay sa YouTube nanonood and sa mga padating pa lang po sa pag-connect dito sa ating live streaming. So muli po magandang umaga po. Ni Engineer Ning Faderada po ng Procurement Unit. So, next po isingin muna po natin ang message from our back chairperson, Assistant District Engineer Chito SM Paz. So, start na po natin ang ating presentation of the projects to be discussed for today. Thank you po.
Good morning po. First project, 002, Protect Lives and Properties Against Major Floods, Flood Management Program, Construction Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Dumacaa River Flood Control Structure, Package 18, Lucena City, Quezon. Contract ID number 24DJ0113. Scope of works, construction of flood mitigation structure. Net length, 230 linear meters. ABC, 96,500,000 pesos. Source of funds, GAA 2024. Contract duration, 330 calendar days. Size range, medium A, license category B. Cost of bidding documents, 50,000 pesos. Contract profile for 24DJ0113. Major categories of work, FCSPS. Dimension 230 linear meters. Cost estimate for the major category of work, 96,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work are CSPS, FHR, PHC, FHD. Number 2002, Protect Lives and Properties Against Major Floods, Flood Management Program, Construction Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Dumacaa River Flood Control Structure, Package 815, Lucena City, Quezon. Contract ID number 24DJ0114. Scope of works, construction of flood mitigation structure, net length 230 linear meters. Approved budget for the contract, 96,500,000 pesos. Source of funds, GAA 2024. Contract duration, 330 calendar days. Size range, medium A. License category B. Cost of bidding documents, 50,000 pesos. Contract profile for 24DJ0114. Major categories of work, CSPS. Dimension 230 linear meters. Cost estimate for the major categories of work, 96,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work are CSPS, FHR, PHC, FHD. Number 3, 002, Protect Lives and Properties Against Major Floods. Flood Management Program, Construction Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Dumacaa River Flood Control Structure, Package 22, Lucena City, Quezon. Contract ID number 24DJ0115. Scope of works, construction of flood mitigation structure, net length 230 linear meters. ABC, 96,500,000 pesos. Source of funds, GAA 2024. Size range, medium A. License category B. Contract duration, 330 calendar days. Cost of bidding documents, 50,000 pesos. Contract profile for 24DJ0115. Major categories of work, FCSPS, dimension 230 linear meters, cost estimate for the major categories of work, 96,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work, RCSPS, FHR, PHC, FHD. Number 4, 002, protect lives and properties against major floods, flood management program, construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of Dumacaa River flood control structure, package 32, Lucena City, Quezon, contract ID number 24DJ0116, scope of work, construction of flood mitigation structure, net length 230 linear meters, ABC 96,500,000 pesos, source of funds GAA 2024, contract duration 330 calendar days, size range medium A, license category B, cost of bidding documents 50,000 pesos. Contract profile for 24DJ0116, major categories of work FCSPS, dimension 230 linear meters, cost estimate for the major category 96,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work RCSPS, FHR, PHC, FHD. Number 5, 002, protect lives and properties against major floods, flood management program, construction maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of Dumacaa River flood control structure, package 33, Lucena City, Quezon. Contract ID number 24DJ0117. Scope of work, construction of flood mitigation structure, net length 230 linear meters, ABC 96,500,000 pesos, source of fund GAA 2024, contract duration 330 calendar days, size range medium A, license category B, and cost of bidding documents 50,000 pesos. Contract profile for 24DJ0117, major categories of work FCSPS, dimension 230 linear meters, cost estimate for the major category 96,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work are RCSPS, FHR, PHC, and FHD. Number 6, 002, protect lives and properties against major floods, flood management program, construction maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of Morong River flood control structure, package 19, Sariaya, Quezon. Contract ID number 24DJ0118, scope of work, construction of flood mitigation structure, net length 272 linear meters, ABC 96,500,000 pesos, source of funds GAA 2024, contract duration 330 calendar days, size range medium A, license category B, cost of bidding documents 50,000 pesos. Contract profile for 24DJ0118, major categories of work FCSPS, dimension 272 linear meters, cost estimate for the major categories of work 96,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work are RCSPS, FHR, PHC, and FHD. Number 7, 002, protect lives and properties against major floods, flood management program, construction maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of Morong River flood control structure, package 13, Sariaya, Quezon. Contract ID number 24DJ0119, scope of work, construction of flood mitigation structure, net length 272 linear meters, approved budget for the contract, 96,500,000 pesos, source of funds GAA 2024, contract duration 330 calendar days, size range medium A, license category B, cost of bidding documents 50,000 pesos. Contract profile for 24DJ0119, major categories of work FCSPS, dimension 272 linear meter, cost estimate for the major category of work 96,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work RCSPS, FHR, PHC, and FHD. Last project, number 8, 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, preventive maintenance, secondary roads, Quezon Ecotourism Road, kilometer 147 plus minus 1017 to kilometer 147 plus minus 089, kilometer 147 plus minus 017 to kilometer 147 plus 120. Contract ID number 24DJ0120. Scope of work, preventive maintenance, asphalt overlay, net length 1,065 pesos, 65 meters. ABC, 96,500,000 pesos. Source of funds, GAA 2024. Contract duration, 210 calendar days. Size range, medium A, license category B. Cost of bidding documents, 50,000 pesos. Contract profile for 24DJ0120. Major categories of work are dimension 1.065 kilometer. Cost estimate for the major category of work 96,500,000 pesos. Similar major categories of work RCA, RCP, RRA, RRP, MRB, RCG, and RRG. Bid opening April 4, 2024 at 9 a.m. Programmer, start na po. Thank you.
Morning po. FY 2024 DPWH Infrastructure Program. 002 Protect Lives and Properties Against Major Floods. Management Program. Construction maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems. Construction of Dumacaa River. Flood control structure package 18 Lucena City, Quezon. Contract ID 24DJ0113. Plans of the proposed project. This page shows the title page of the plan. Index of drawings. Summary of quantities. Key map, location map, layout plan, and vicinity map. General construction notes. Pavement layout plan for pathway. Typical cross-section. Whip holes, partial elevation, details of whip hole, section showing curb and gutter, parapet blocks and large section, stone masonry, typical cross-section, section showing metal grating and catch basin. Straight line diagram, shoring and copper damming plan. Detail section of retaining wall. Isometric drawing and cross-section of sheet pile. Detailed plan of field office. Detailed plan of project billboard. Plan and profile. Cross-section. 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 Scope of works. Part A, facilities for the engineer. Construction of field office for the engineer. Provision of furnitures, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer. Provision of field office staff for the assistance to the engineer. Provision of progress photographs. Part B, other general requirements. Project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization, demobilization, detour access road. Part D, reinforced concrete. Structural concrete, 4,000 PSI Class A, 28 days. Reinforcing steel bar, deform grade 40. Reinforcing steel bar, deform grade 60. Earthworks. Clearing and grabbing, a suitable excavation, structure excavation, common soil, shoring, ribbing, and related works. Embankment from barrow, gravel field. Bump and slope protection works, stone masonry, structural steel sheet piles furnished, Structural steel sheet piles driven. Drainage works. Pipe culverts 910 mm diameter class 2 RCPC. Adjusting catch basin. Part C earthworks. Foundation fill subgrade preparation common material. Aggregate sub-base course. Surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.23 meter thick, 14 days. Miscellaneous structures, curb and gutter, precast, sidewalk, 100 mm thick. Trees, furnishing and transplanting. Minimum equipment requirements. 1 low bed trailer, 2 backhoe, 1 motorized road grader, 1 vibratory roller, 1 water truck, 1 concrete vibrator, 1 concrete skreeder, 1 concrete saw blade, 1 bar cutter single phase 25 mm, 1 joint sealer machine, 1 bagger mixer, 1 bar bender, 1 cargo truck, 1 service crane, 2 dump truck, 2 water pump, 1 plate compactor, 1 truck mounted crane, 1 vibro hammer, 1 generator set, 1 welding machine, 1 cutting outfit, 1 payloader, 1 boom truck. Manpower requirements. 1 project manager with 5 years total experience, 1 project engineer with 5 years total experience, 1 accredited materials engineer 1 construction foreman with 5 years total experience, 1 first aider, 1 safety officer. Approved budget for the contract ABC 96,500,000. Contract duration 330 calendar days. Thank you po.
Thank you po, Engineer Grace. Any questions po? Wala pong question. Proceed po tayo sa next project. Thank you po.
Good morning po. I'm Ian. Project name OO2 Protect Lives and Protect Properties Against Major Flood Management Program, Construction, Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Dumacaa River Flood Control Structure, Package 15, Lucena City, Quezon. Contract ID 24DJ0114. Plans of the proposed project. Ito po yung title page of the project. Index of drawings. General construction notes, abbreviation and symbols, design symbols. Location map, vicinity map, key map, layout plan, summary of quantities, straight line diagram, shoring and cover damming plan, typical cross-section detail, sweep holes, partial elevation, parapet blocks, and large section, stone masonry, typical cross-section, details of sweep holes, section showing curb and gutter, section showing metal grating and catch basin. Pavement layout plan for roadway. Detailed section of retaining wall. Isometric drawings. Cross-section of sheet piles. Detailed plan of project billboard. Detailed plan of field office. Plan and profile of the project. And yung the rest po is yung cross-section of the project. Scope of works. Under facilities for the engineer, construction of field office for the engineer, provision of furnitures, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, provision of field office staff for the assistant to the engineer, provision of progress photograph. Under other general requirements, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health program, mobilization, demobilization, detour, access road, under reinforced concrete, structural concrete, 4,000 PSI, class 8 at 28 days, reinforcing steel bar, deformed, grade 40 and grade 60. Under earthworks, clearing and grabbing, unsuitable excavation, structure excavation, shoring, cribbing, and drain excavation, embankment from barrow, gravel fill, under bank and slope protection works, stone masonry, structural steel sheet piles furnished and driven. Under drainage works, pipe culverts, adjusting catch basin. Under earthworks, foundation fill, subgrade preparation. Under subbase and base course, aggregate subbase course. Under surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.20 pm thick at 14 days. Under miscellaneous structures, curb and gutter, precast, sidewalk, trees. Minimum equipment requirements. One portable mist patient tent, one thermal scanner, one power sprayer, one backhoe with breaker, two dump truck, one plate compactor, one cutting outfit, one bagger mixer, one water pump, one water truck, one low bed trailer, one vibratory roller, one bar cutter, one motorized road grater, one bar bender, one welding machine, one cargo truck, one truck mounted boom truck, one generator set, one vibro hammer, one truck mounted crane, one service crane, one concrete vibrator, one payloader, one joint sealer machine. Manpower requirements, one project manager, one project engineer, one accredited materials engineer, one construction foreman, one first aider, and one safety officer. Approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000 with contract duration of 330 calendar days.
Thank you po, Engineer Ian. Any questions po?
Thank you po.
Kung wala pong question, proceed po ulit tayo sa next project. Thank you po. Next programmer po. Thank you.
Hello, good morning po. Hello, good morning po. For our next project, OO to protect lives and properties against major floods, flood management program, construction maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of Dumacaa River, contract ID 24DJ01115.
Hello po, makikilaksan po. Thank you.
Project Title page. In the parang bakit internet yun?
Hindi ba? Bagal internet ko. Mm-mm.
Bagal internet ko.
Ito lang basahin. Key map, vicinity map, location map, layout plan. General construction notes. Pavement layout plan for roadway. Summary of quantities. Typical cross section and large section. Hip hop partial details. Stone masonry details. Straight line diagram showing confirmed damming plan. Detail section of retaining wall, isometric drawing, cross-section detail of sheet pile. Detailed plan of DPWH standard project billboard. Detailed plan of field office. Plan and profile. Cross sections. Cross sections. Scope of works. Part A, facilities for the engineer. Construction of field office for the engineer. Provision of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer. Provision of field office staff for the assistants to the engineer. Provision of progress photograph. Part B, other general requirements. Project billboard, signboard. Occupational safety and health. Mobilization, demobilization. Detour access road. Division I, general. Part B, reinforced concrete. Reinforcing steel bar, deformed, grade 40. Reinforcing steel bar, deformed, grade 60. Structural concrete, 4,000 PSI, class A, 28 days. Division 4, flood control, drainage and water supply. Part L, flood and river control and drainage. Part L-A, earthworks. Clearing and grabbing, unsuitable excavation. Gravel fill, shoring, cribbing and drain excavation. Cribbing, cover damming. Embankment from borrow common soil. Bank and slope protection works, stone masonry, structural sheet piles furnished, structural steel sheet piles driven, part L-C, drainage works, pipe culverts, 910 millimeters diameter, class 2 RCPC, adjusting touch basin. Part C, earthworks, subgrade preparation, common material, foundation fill. Part D, sub-base, base course, aggregate sub-base course. Part E, surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement, unreinforced, 0.23 meters thick, for 14 days. Part H, miscellaneous structures, curb and gutter precast, sidewalk 100 millimeters thick, trees, furnishing and transplanting. Minimum equipment requirements. low bed trailer, backhoe, motorized road grader, vibratory roller, water truck, concrete vibrator, concrete screeder, concrete saw blade, bar cutter, joint sealer machine, one bagger mixer, bar bender, cargo truck, service crane, dump truck, water pump 100 millimeter suction diameter, plate compactor, truck mounted crane, vibro hammer, generator set, welding machine, cutting outfit, payloader, boom truck. Manpower requirements, one project manager with 5 years total experience, one project engineer with 5 years total experience, one accredited materials engineer one construction foreman with 5 years total experience, one first aider, one safety officer. Approved budget for the contract, 96,500,000 pesos. Contract duration, 330 calendar days.
Thank you po, Engineer Leo. Any questions po? Wala pong question. Proceed po tayo sa next project. Thank you po.
Hello po, good morning po. For the next project, we have OO2 Protect Lives and Properties Against Major Floods, Flood Management Program, Construction, Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Dumacaa River Flood Control Structure Package 32, Lucena, Quezon, with the contract ID 24DJ0116. Plans of the proposed project are: we have the title page, index of drawings, we have the key map, vicinity map, location, and the layout plan. General construction notes, summary of quantities, we have the pavement layout, we have the typical cross section, we have the weave partial elevation, details of weep holes, stone masonry typical cross section, we have the straight line diagram and shoring and cover damming plan, detailed section of retaining wall, we have the isometric drawing of the structure, DPW standard project billboard, detailed plan of the field office, plan and profile of the project, and the cross sections of the project. For the scope of work, for the facilities for the engineer, we have construction of field office for the engineer, provision of furnitures, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, provision of field office staff for the assistants to the engineer, provision of progress photographs. For other general requirements, we have project billboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization, demobilization, detour or access road. For reinforced concrete, we have structural concrete, 4,000 PSI Class A at 28 days. Reinforcing steel, deform grade 40. Reinforcing steel, deform grade 60. For earthworks, we have clearing and grabbing, unsuitable excavation, structure excavation, common soil, shoring, cribbing, and drain excavation, embankment from barrow, and gravel fill. For bank and slope protection works, we have stone masonry, structural steel sheet piles, furnish, structural steel sheet piles, driven. For drainage works, we have 5 culverts, 9-10 mm diameter, class 2 RCPC, adjusting catch basin. For earthworks, we have foundation fill and subgrade preparation, common material. For subbase and base course, we have aggregate subbase course. For surface courses, we have Portland cement concrete pavement unreinforced, 0.23 meter thick at 14 days. For miscellaneous structures, we have curb and gutter precast, sidewalk, 100 mm thick, trees, furnishing and transplanting. For minimum equipment requirements, we have backhoe with breaker, dump truck, plate compactor, cutting outfit, 1 bagger mixer, water pump, water truck, low bed trailer, vibratory roller, bar cutter, motorized road grader, bar bender, welding machine, cargo truck, truck mounted boom truck, generator set, vibro hammer, truck mounted crane, service crane, concrete vibrator, payloader, and joint sealer machine. For manpower requirements, we have 1 project manager, 1 project engineer, 1 accredited materials engineer 1 construction foreman, 1 first aider, and 1 safety officer. Approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000 pesos with a contract duration of 330 calendar days.
Thank you po, Engineer Marlo. Any questions po?
Thank you po.
Proceed po tayo sa next project. Thank you po.
Morning po ulit. For the next project po, ito po yung continuation. 002 Protect Lives and Properties Against Major Floods, Flood Management Program, Construction, Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Dumacaa River Flood Control Structure Package 33, Lucena City, Quezon, with the contract ID 24DJ0117. Plans of the proposed project are, we have the title page, index of drawing, we have the key map vicinity, location, and the layout plan. General construction notes, summary of quantities, the typical pavement layout, and the typical cross-section of the project. We have the whipple partial elevation and stone masonry typical section. Straight line diagram and shoring and copper damming plan. Detailed section of the retaining wall. And the isometric drawing of the structure. We have the DPW standard project billboard. Detailed plan of the field office. And the plan and profile of the project. And the cross-section of the project. Scope of works. For the facilities for the engineer, we have construction of field office for the engineer, provision of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, provision of field office staff for the assistants to the engineer, provision of progress photographs. For other general requirements, we have project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization, demobilization, detour or access road. For reinforced concrete, we have structural concrete 4,000 PSI, Class A at 28 days. Reinforcing steel, grade 40 and grade 60. For earthworks, we have clearing and grabbing unsuitable excavation, structure excavation, common soil, shoring, cribbing and drain excavation, embankment from barrow, gravel fill. For bank and slope protection for works, we have stone masonry, structure, steel sheet piles, furnished and driven. For drainage works, we have pipe culvert, 19 mm diameter, class 2 RCPC, adjusting catch basin. For earthworks, we have foundation fill, subgrade preparation, common material. Sub-base and base course, we have aggregate sub-base course. For surface courses, Portland cement concrete pavement and reinforced, 0.23 meter thick at 14 days. For miscellaneous structures, curb and gutter precast, sidewalk, trees furnishing, and transplanting. The minimum equipment requirements are we have the backhoe with breaker, dump truck, plate compactor, cutting outfit, one-bagger mixer, water pump, water truck, low bed trailer, vibratory roller, bar cutter, motorized road grader, bar bender welding machine, cargo truck, truck mounted boom truck, generator set, vibro hammer, truck mounted crane, service crane, concrete vibrator, payloader, and joint sealer machine. Manpower requirements are one project manager, one project engineer, one accredited materials engineer, one construction foreman, one first aider, and one safety officer. Approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000 pesos with a contract duration of 330 calendar days.
Thank you po, Engineer Marjo. Any questions po?
Thank you po, ma'am.
Kung wala pong question, proceed po ulit tayo sa next project. Thank you po.
Thank you po.
Good morning po. For our next project, 002 Protect Lives and Properties Against Major Floods, Flood Management Program, Construction, Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Morong River Flood Control Structure, Package 19, Sariaya, Quezon, with Contract ID 24DJ0118. Plans of the proposed project. Title page. Index of drawings. Key map, vicinity map, location maps, and layout plan. General construction notes. Summary of quantities. Typical cross-section, deep hole partial elevation, details of deep holes. Straight line diagram, shoring and coffer damming plan. Detail section of retaining wall, isometric drawing, parapet blocks in large sections, cross-section of sheet pile. Detailed plan of project billboard. Detailed plan of field office. Plan and profile of the project and cross-sections of the project. Scope of works for the project. For the facilities for the engineer, construction of field office for the engineer, provision of furnitures, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, provision of field office staff for the assistants to the engineer, provision of progress photographs. Other general requirements, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization, demobilization, detour or access road. Reinforced concrete, reinforcing steel deformed, grade 40, reinforcing steel deformed, grade 60. Structural concrete, 4,000 PSI, class A, 28 days. For flood and river control and drainage, earthworks, clearing and grabbing, unsuitable excavation, gravel fill, shoring, cribbing and drain excavation, cribbing or coffer damming, embankment from borrow. For bank and slope protection works, structural steel sheet piles furnished, structural steel sheet piles driven, for miscellaneous structures, trees, furnishing, and transplanting. Minimum equipment requirements for the project. Low bed trailer, backhoe, motorized road grader, vibratory roller, water truck, concrete vibrator, bar cutters, single phase, one bagger mixer, bar bender, cargo truck, service crane, dump truck, water pump, plate compactor, truck mounted crane, vibro hammer, generator set, welding machine, cutting outfit, payloader. Manpower requirements. One project manager with 5 years total experience. One project engineer with 5 years total experience. One accredited materials engineer 1. One construction foreman with 5 years total experience. One first aider, one safety officer. Approved budget for the contract, 96,500,000 pesos. Contract duration, 330 calendar days.
Thank you po. Any questions
po.
po? Parang wala yung pong question. Proceed po ulit tayo sa next project. Thank you po.
Good morning po. For our next project po, OO2, Protect Lives and Properties Against Major Floods, Flood Management Program, Construction, Maintenance of Flood Mitigation Structures and Drainage Systems, Construction of Marong River Flood Control Structure, Package 13, Sariaya, Quezon, with Contract ID 24DJ0119. Plans of the proposed project. Title page. Index of drawings. Key map, layout plan, location map, vicinity map. General construction notes. Summary of quantities. Typical cross-section, parapet block and large sections, whip holes, partial elevation, detail of whip holes. Straight line diagram, shoring and coffer damming plan. Detail section of retaining wall, isometric drawing, cross-section of sheet pile. Detailed plan of project billboards. Detailed plan of field office. Plan and profile of the projects. Cross-sections of the project. Scope of works. For the facilities for the engineer, construction of field office for the engineer, provision of furnitures, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer, provision of field office staff for the assistants to the engineer, provision of progress photographs. For other general requirements, project billboard, signboard, occupational safety and health, mobilization, demobilization, detour access road. For enforced concrete, reinforcing steel, deformed, grade 40, reinforcing steel, deformed, grade 60, structural concrete, 4,000 PSI, class A, 28 days. For flood and river control and drainage, earthworks, clearing and grabbing, structure excavation, common soil, gravel fill, shoring, cribbing and drain excavation, cribbing or coffer damming, embankment from borrow. For bank and slope protection works, structural steel sheet piles furnished, structural steel sheet piles driven. For miscellaneous structures, trees, furnishing, and transplanting. Minimum equipment requirements. Low bed trailer, backhoe, motorized road grader, vibratory roller, water truck, concrete vibrator, bar cutter, one bagger mixer, bar bender, cargo truck, service crane, dump truck, water pump, plate compactor, truck mounted crane, vibro hammer, generator set, welding machine, cutting outfit, payloader, and boom truck. Manpower requirements. 1 project manager with 5 years total experience. 1 project engineer with 5 years total experience. 1 accredited materials engineer 1. 1 construction foreman with 5 years total experience. 1 first aider and 1 safety officer. Approved budget for the contract, 96,500,000 pesos. Contract duration, 330 calendar days.
Thank you po. Any question po? Wala pong question. Proceed po ulit tayo sa next project. Thank you.
Morning po. Digital Infrastructure Program, 001, ensure safe and reliable national road system, asset preservation program, preventive maintenance, secondary road, Quezon Ecotourism Road, kilometer 147 plus, 2017 to kilometer 147 plus 889 to kilometer 147 plus 17 to kilometer 147 plus 120. Contract ID 24DJ0120. That's the proposed project. A title page. Index of drawing. Location map, vicinity map, key map, layout plan. General construction note. Summary of quantities. Typical roadway section in enlarged section. Straight line diagram. Rectangular thermoplastic pavement markings. Detailed plan of project billboard. Field office. Traffic management plan. Road safety. Plan and profile. This is plan and profile. And the rest are cross sections. Scope of works. For Part A, facilities for the engineer. A.1.13, construction of field office for the engineer. Next is for A.1.111, provision of furniture, fixtures, equipment, and appliances for the field office for the engineer. A.1.1.41, provision of progress photographs. Part B, other general requirements. B.5, project billboard signboard. B.72, occupational safety and health program. B.82, traffic management. B.9, mobilization, demobilization. For Part E, surface courses. (3022) emulsified asphalt. For equipment, 1 barricade flasher, 1 asphalt distributor, 1 power broom, 1 asphalt paver, 1 pneumatic tire roller, 1 tandem steel roller, 1 water truck, 1 cargo truck delivery truck, 1 applicator machine, 1 kneading machine, 1 low bed trailer. For manpower requirements, 1 project manager with 5 years experience, 1 project engineer with 5 years of experience, 1 accredited materials engineer 1 construction foreman with 5 years of experience, 1 first aider, 1 safety officer. The approved budget for the contract is 96,500,000 pesos, and the contract duration is 210 calendar days.
Thank you po. Any questions po? Mayroong mga small question po tayo sa Thank you. Submission of bids, the 2-envelope system, 1 original copy of the technical proposal in a sealed envelope, and 1 original copy of financial bid proposal in a sealed envelope, placed in 1 sealed envelope. Bidding date, April 4, 2024. Submission of bidding documents until 9 a.m. only, and the opening of bidding documents at 9 o'clock a.m. Bids must be duly received by the Back Secretariat through 1 manual submission and 2 online or electronic submission as per DEO number 87 series of 2020. Advertisement. Electronic bids _Quezon2@dpwh.gov.ph is the assigned email address of the Quezon 2 DEO where electronic bids shall be submitted and received. It is specified in the invitation to bid and bidding documents of the contract, which allows electronic submission of bids. Upon posting of the invitation to bid and bidding documents in the DPWH PhilJEP's websites and a conspicuous place pursuant to Section 21 of the IRR of RA 9184, the Back Secretariat created a folder in the electronic bid submission and receipt SharePoint site, the eBid portal, for the contract ID allowing electronic submission of bids. The folder name should be consistent with the contract ID scheme provided under DEO number 33 series of 2018. Opening of bid. For a hybrid system of submission where electronic and manual bids are received for a particular contract, electronic bids must be opened first before the manual bids. The same applies to the technical and financial archive files in the electronic bids, which shall open prior to the technical and financial envelope in the manual bids. Checklist of technical component envelope, the first envelope. For Class A documents, the legal documents, number 1, valid PhilJEP's registration certificate for platinum membership, all pages. Number 2, the registration certificate from Securities and Exchange Commission or SEC, from Department of Trade and Industry or DTI for sole proprietorship or Cooperative Development Authority or CDA for cooperatives or its equivalent documents. Number 3, the mayor's or business permit issued by the city or municipality where the principal place of business of the prospective bidders is located or the equivalent document for exclusive economic zone or areas. Number 4, the tax clearance per EO number 398 series of 2005 as finally reviewed and approved by the Bureau of Internal Revenue. Eligibility documents, number 1,
Statement of prospective bidders of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including contracts awarded but not yet started, if any, whether similar or not similar in nature and complexity to the contract to be bid. Number 2, the statement of bidder's single largest completed contract, similar to the contract to be bid, except under conditions provided under the rules of the IRR. The bidder must have completed SLCC that is similar to the contract to be bid and whose value adjusted to current prices using PSA consumer price indices must be at least 50% of the ABC to be bid. The SLCC shall be supported by an owner certificate of final acceptance issued by the project owner other than the contractor or a final rating of at least satisfactory in the CPES. In case of contract in private sector, an equivalent document shall be submitted. Number 3, the Philippine Contractors Accreditation Board license or the PICAB license or a special PICAB license in case of joint ventures. For financial documents, number 1, NFCC must be at least equal to the ABC to be bid. NFCC is the current asset minus current liabilities minus the value of all outstanding or uncompleted portion of the projects under ongoing, including awarded contracts yet to be started, coinciding with the contract to be bid. Number 2, the audited financial statement showing, among others, the prospective bidder's total current assets and liabilities, stamp received by the BIR or its duly accredited and authorized institution for the preceding calendar year, which should not earlier than 2 years from the date of bid submission. Number 3, the bid security. Original copy of notarized bid securing declaration using prescribed format or any form of bid security in an amount equal to a percentage of the ABC in accordance with the following schedule of IRR Section 27.2. A, cash or cashier's manager's check issued by Universal or Commercial Bank, 2% of ABC. B, the bank draft or guarantee or irrevocable letter of credit issued by Universal Commercial Bank using form DPWH Infra 10 or 11, 2% of ABC. C, the surety bond callable on demand issued by a surety or insurance company duly certified by the Insurance Commission as authorized to issue such security, 5% of ABC. Bids and bid securities shall be valid within 120 calendar days from the opening of bids, and it should be specified in the bid security in any form, and please indicate the expiry date. Project requirements, which shall include the following. A, organizational chart for the contract to be bid, form DPWH Infra 12. B, list of contractors' key personnel, including project manager, project engineer, materials engineer, and foreman, to be assigned to the contract to be bid with their complete qualification experience data, form DPWH Infra 13. C, the duly signed list of contractors pledged major equipment units, which own and or under purchase agreement supported by proof of ownership or certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor or vendor for the duration of the project. This equipment must meet the minimum major equipment requirements for the contract set in the BDS, form DPWH Infra 14. And please note that pledged equipment must comply the DEO number 9 and DEO 58 series, both series of 2012. D, the original duly signed omnibus sworn statement in accordance with Section 25.3 of the IRR, and D, if applicable, an original notarized secretary certificates in case of a corporation, partnership, or cooperative, or special power of attorney of all members of the joint venture, giving full power and authority to its officer to sign the OSS and do acts to represent the bidder. For Class B documents, if applicable, duly signed joint venture agreement in accordance with RA number 4566 and its IRR in case the joint venture is already in existence. Checklist the financial component envelope, the second envelope. The financial proposal shall contain the following. 1, original copy of duly signed and accomplished financial bid form. 2, original of duly signed bid prices in the bill of quantities, form DPWH Infra 16 and 17. 3, duly accomplished detailed estimate form, including summary sheets indicating the unit prices of construction materials, labor rates, and equipment rental used in coming up with the bid. And duly signed cash flow by quarter, form DPWH Infra 18. duly signed, duly notarized affidavit of site inspection. The construction safety and health program intended for the specific project only must be attached in the technical documents. The construction safety and health program should also be complete and in accordance with DOLE checklist and DOLE number 12 series of 2024. It includes the DOLE application form, construction safety and health officer, first aider, test the certificate of heavy equipment operator and or critical workers, testing and inspection of heavy equipment if applicable, and other pertinent documents for the approval of the program. Updated CPAS rating or latest certification coming from the CPAS that no rating was conducted for the past years intended for the specific project to be bid, and minimum material testing equipment requirement pursuant to DEO number 80 series of 1990 and reiterated in DEO number 138 series of 2015. Clear photocopies of TIN ID and latest PRC ID of the project manager, project engineer, and materials engineer to be assigned to the project. Evaluation of bids and post-qualification. As per 2016 revised IRR of R89184 and latest GPPB issuances, the first envelope shall be opened to determine the compliance with the documents required to be submitted for eligibility and for the technical requirements as prescribed in the IRR. The back check the submitted documents of each bidder against the checklist of requirements to ascertain if they are all present using pass-fail criterion. For every document required that is present, it shall be rated pass. But in case of fail to include any of the requirements resulting to incomplete required document, it shall be considered failed. Otherwise, the back shall rate the first envelope pass. As per 2000, next po. Immediately after determining the compliance of the first envelope, the back shall open the second envelope or the financial documents using again the pass-fail criterion in determining compliancy based on the checklist requirements. When the bid price exceeds the approved budget for the contract, it is automatically rated as failed. All bids shall be subject for evaluation, and the lowest calculated bid or the highest rated bid shall undergo post-qualification to determine whether the bidder concerned complies with and is responsive to all the requirements and conditions as specified in the bidding documents. Additional information. Entering into contract requirements to be complied by the winning bidder. Number 1, the construction method using Form DPWH Info 45. Number 2, the construction schedule in the form of precedence diagram and bar chart with S-curve, and cash flow including the duration of the project or number of days using Form DPWH Info 46. Number 3, the manpower schedule using Form DPWH Infra 47. Number 4, the equipment utilization schedule using Form DPWH Infra 48. Number 5, the clear photocopies of TIN ID and latest PRC ID of the project manager, project engineer, and materials engineer assigned to the project. Number 6, the performance security or performance securing declaration. Number 7, the contractor's all risk insurance. Number 8, for joint venture, JVA, pickup special JV license. And 9, CHSP initially approved by the HOPE and DOLE concurrence.
A reminder to bidders who will submit manually and to bidders who submitted their bids online that will submit their original documents. Submit documents with table of contents, paginated and book-bound with your tags pursuant to DEO 90 series of 2002. Proposal booklet should be signed and attached in the technical envelope. There should be documentary stamp on bidder's bond and all other notarized documents. Materials engineer should be accredited and certificate of accreditation should be updated, intended for the specific project. The estimate and summary sheet must be in detail. The contractor's authorized representative must present their valid and any government issued ID. Reminder to all bidders, please use A4 size of bond paper for technical and financial bid proposal. Use the prescribed infra form which can be found in bid proposal booklet updated March 31, 2021. DEO 35 series of 2008, the guidelines in the implementation of the three-strike policy in the procurement of civil works and consultancy services contracts by the department and reiterated in DEO 28 series of 2024, the three-strike policy in the procurement of contracts for infrastructure works, goods, and consulting services.
Thank you po, Ma'am Lai and Ma'am Karen Joy. Sa mga prospective leaders, may questions po kaya? Kung wala pong question, reminder lang po, yung pong ating DO 28 series of 2024, yun na po yung ating three-strike policy in the procurement of goods, infrastructure, and consultancy. And kung magkakaroon pa po kayo ng questions during po sa pagre-review nyo ng ating live na ito, pwede po kayong tumawag sa mga telephone number na nakalagay po sa ating invitation to bid, and pwede din po kayong magsadya dito po sa ating opisina. Mababalikan nyo po itong ating live sa ating YouTube account. And yun lang po at maraming salamat po sa pag-join sa ating pre-bid conference na ito.